Well, here we go. Another live stream. Oh, I gotta drink my coffee. Another live stream. We're rolling. Oh, that coffee's good. Probably starting too early again. Especially it being a Sunday. But, I do what I do, you know. Whether it's right or not, I still do what I do. I got to get that more centered, but I can turn my table here a little bit. There we go. Somebody's here already. Seeking truth with... Boy, what did I do here last time? Dwayne, hi. I'm skiving at work. Seeking the truth with Dwayne. Okay, well, welcome. I don't believe I've had you in here before. Newcomers are always welcome. I do these chats every now and then, and usually end up having a big old time. Just started this stream up and trying to get a little coffee in me. I'm in Michigan, in the U.S. I don't know where you're at, and it's about 6:30 a.m. here in the morning. Rained all day yesterday, all night, heavy rains. Well, that's great. You doing ITC? Yeah, I've had some good ones. I've had some good captures. I've been on a hiatus here lately. I haven't done it. I got into a conflict in my mind about doing it anymore or not because of religion, you know, and you can't do paranormal stuff without religion entering into it, and it entered into it for me, and I had to question myself whether I wanted to continue doing it or not. I decided to. Hello, Maria. Marie or Maria? You gotta. I can't see. I'm half blind. Where's my glasses? I'm an old man. I'm on oxygen, probably, if you noticed or not. I can't see half the time. Oh yeah, there you go. You're in Jackson. Well, hello, neighbor. I know where that's at. How'd you like the rain yesterday? Man, I don't normally get out of the house, but I had to get out of the house here yesterday for 4 hours. My son took me somewhere, and I ended up over to his house. Left before 10 a.m. It was raining then. And when my son brought me back at 2 in the afternoon, the streets were already flooding a lot, man. There's a lot of flooded streets. And then last night, it rained so damn bad it knocked my TV out, the direct TV. I couldn't watch that all night. It knocked it out. So I couldn't watch TV all night, so I had to mess around with other stuff. I lost my screen capture. I'm capturing the chat. I lost it. Let me get it back here. I don't know why I lost it. It's back now. Hopefully it'll stay this time. Paranormal white noise. Now that I believe is Zara, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Hi, Zara. Uncle Larry, greetings from Turkey. Well, welcome. I still can't see the names. I can't see. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'll probably murder your name. Baran? I'm bad with names. I don't call it work, it's just a hobby. I've never pronounced to be a researcher. I don't research. I just talk to spirits and, like a hobby, to have a good time. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't have no egos, and I just put on here what I hear. You know, that's basically about it. I'm doing fine, Zara. Doing fine. How about yourself? Just trying to recover from last night's storm, man. It just rained and rained and rained all day yesterday, all night last night. Knocked the satellite out. I couldn't watch TV. So luckily my TV's connected to the internet, and I can watch YouTubes and stuff like that. And that's basically what I did all night. I didn't think anybody would be in here this early in the morning on a Sunday. But I guess I was wrong. Been messing around all morning with my audio because I used to do these chats over at my desk where my big mic's at. And sitting over here in the chair, my audio wasn't loud enough. I couldn't turn it up loud enough for it to be heard over here. I tried the microphone that's in the camera here, and it was pathetic. So I forgot that I'd bought these wireless headphones, and they got a microphone on them, so I enabled the microphone, and sure enough, man, it's working good as far as I can tell. Oh, I don't sleep. If you're talking about me, I sleep 2 or 3 hours at a time. Getting out of the house yesterday for that 4.5 hours just about did me in, because I can't hardly. I usually just go from one end of the house to the other, you know. I had to get out and get in the car and get out of the car and take my oxygen tanks and all that crap, and went over to my son's and then he brought me back at 2 o'clock, and it just did me in, man. I come home and I hit this recliner, and I don't know how long I slept or what time I woke up. So then last night I didn't sleep very long because I'd already, you know, when you're retired you don't have a schedule, and I absolutely don't have a schedule, and I don't know nighttime from daytime because I got my windows all blocked off in here. I cardboarded them, and they're taped off, my windows, so the sunlight don't come in, because I used to have a plasma TV here I'm staring at, and the glare, you know, would mess it up. So it's dark in this room, and I don't know night from day. It really doesn't matter anymore. Oh, cool, Zara. I took my 587 or whatever it is with me over to my son's, because you know I always do sessions in my house. I never do them outside the house. But he was over there playing video games and all the noise in there. I couldn't do it, you know. But sometime I'm going to have him come over, get me out of the house, get me into his car. And there's a couple of different things I wanted to do. One is I want to pull up into a, I know it's going to sound gross. You know, people go to graveyards. I always wanted to pull up in a funeral home. Don't go in. I mean, just pull up close to the building and do some sessions there. I just always wanted to do that. So I may have him come over sometime and do that. And then we have a lot of cemeteries around here where you can drive through. And I may have him drive me through them and do a few sessions and stuff. Just for the heck of it, because I never did any before. And maybe do some EVP sessions at the same time, you know, while I got the chance while I'm out. I don't do EVP sessions here no more because I seem to have 2 resident spirits or they live in this house, or they're attached to this land, because this is a new house. There used to be houses here before this one was built. This is a new house. But sometimes they're attached to the land, you know. And every time I try doing EVP, I get these two spirits. Always. They're always there, and I always get them. So I thought it'd be interesting if I get out away from the house and do some EVP work, see if I still get them or if I get something different, you know. I even did EVPs once when I went to the doctor's office. I stood outside the doctor's office and did EVPs, and I got it, and I got EVPs. I guess you can get them anywhere. $12:30 in the afternoon by me. Yeah, well, your time. Zara, of course, you're in Germany, right? So yeah, there would be a big difference. Well, you know, the person is just, you've always heard of people attending their own funerals. I mean, I would like to attend mine, you know, just to see who shows up. And the ones that used to be called friends are really friends. And, you know, I'm sure that spirits hang around a funeral home. Maybe I may be wrong. Maybe when you die, you're just whisked right off to where you're going, you know. But maybe you're not. Maybe you hang around a couple days or so before you see the light and you leave. Nobody really knows, but I just always thought that'd be interesting to drive up close to a funeral home and just sit outside in your car and quietly do your EVP sessions, you know, or a ghost box session or whatever. You're not bothering nobody, and you shouldn't get kicked out for parking there. You ain't gonna be there that long anyway. I often thought of also doing it in a hospital. Now you might think that's gross. I don't know. But you know, they have waiting rooms in the hospital. When people are in surgery and stuff, they have waiting rooms. And sometimes in waiting rooms, there's not a soul in them. And I thought about doing the same thing there. Or I thought about going into the chapel. Now, I don't know, you know, all hospitals have a chapel. And going and doing some sessions in there. I don't know if that would be blasphemy against religion or the Lord or whatever, doing a sessions in the house of the Lord, but I've often thought of that. Things you don't see people do or go and do, you know. Somebody else got the same idea as me about a hospital. Well, you know, people are born and die every day in the hospital, and everything in between. And I don't know if you would make connection with people that are sicker, or just ones that have died. They have morgues in the hospital too, you know. I don't know. It's interesting. You've always heard about out-of-body experiences when a person are on the operating table and they're looking down on the operation and they know everything that's going on. And I've seen and heard of people seeing other spirits when they're out of their body. And maybe they're just wandering the halls, you know. They take off and run around and look around. I don't know. But I just thought it would be interesting to do one in the hospital, do them in the hospital too, and not get in trouble for it, but just do it on the sly, you know, stealthy. I mean, if you're not going to go into a waiting room with people in there and do it and blatantly do it in front of people, I wouldn't do that. Or, you know, not if it was going to upset anybody or anybody else is around to hear me doing it, I wouldn't do it. But nursing home. Well, I don't know. I guess you could do it in a nursing home, but nobody's passed away there yet. Yesterday, I did my first little short session in months. a good couple of months. And I put it up on my videos, and after I had second thoughts listening to it, I think a couple things I put up there that I annotated that I heard might be iffy, but they said, "We love you," and they've telling me that millions of times. Then another spirit comes in and says, "Not," and then they said something that I asked him, I said, "Well, say hello," and it sounded like hello. But then again, the more I listened to it, it sounded like I know, not hello. It sounded like I know. You know how everything you hear is questionable, and a lot of times there's different ways of listening to it and how it hits you. And I was kind of upset with putting that on there because I thought people are going to think you're crazy. Don't say that. Don't say hello. It says I know. I ain't sure what it said. But then they started in, I've been thinking the other day, and I was talking in that last chat about telling how I think I have dementia because I keep forgetting this crap and I can't get it to come back to me and all this stuff. So I kept talking about dementia. So what happens in that damn thing? One spirit says dementia, and another spirit says, "Yeah, big time," or he has dementia or something like that. And the one says, "Yeah, big time." Maybe this got that out of my head because I've been thinking about how I have dementia. They let me know. I mean, it's crazy. Still crazy. Have I talked everybody away? I got to shut up and let you guys talk. I'm going to drink my coffee. It's really wonderful, though, the internet, the way I can turn this thing on and talk to people all over the world. Turkey, Germany, Texas. Barbie's in here, ain't she? Oh, maybe she's not. But we don't have no pet cemeteries around here where I live that I know of. Oh, welcome, Mary Callahan. Yeah, they read your thoughts, all right. You can't get nothing over on them. That's why I more or less don't care about talking to them much anymore, because I know it's not fruitful. Damn, everybody in Michigan? Yeah, that is Sunday. People do go to church. I don't because I don't get out, but everybody's welcome. I thought about doing a session later on in the evening, but I haven't done one yet. But I may. And who was it? Was it? It wasn't Zara. Was it Barbie? Somebody was going to do a live on the air session about Halloween yesterday, Saturday, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon their time. And I think their time was Central Time, and I didn't get back home until after 2, and I never thought about it. I must not be subscribed to the person because I didn't get no notices in my mailbox, and I got to get some type of an application that I can run here on my Windows that'll notify me when I get emails coming in, because unless I go to my email box and look, I don't know nothing's there. But if I had something on my desktop would show me my email boxes, and it shows when there's messages in them, then as soon as I got one I would go read it. But I know when I make videos it notifies people that are subscribed to me, so I must not be subscribed to this person. I don't know who's going to do it, and I missed it. Felt bad about missing it because I didn't get home till after 2. And then I fell asleep here in this chair because I was so tired out, and I died for hours, and then woke up and there was no TV because it's storming so bad. Hell of a day yesterday. They play with everything. I mean, and I think they tell you what you want to hear too. Well, of course, in this case, they didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but they're low-level spirits. You know, they're not nice ones. They're mostly all low-level. They got carrying a grudge, or they were bad in life, and God has rejected them, and they're either in Hades, Tartarus, purgatory, whatever you call it. I think God has thrown them in there to think about what they did in life and to get right with themselves and Him before He moves them on one way or the other, you know, or they fall to the pit. I don't know, but that's my spin on the whole thing. I don't believe just because you think you want to talk to good spirits, you're going to get good spirits. But some people that do this do. You know, some people say, well, if you meditate and all that crap, and I'm not going to go through all that to talk to them. You know, I just turn the thing on and start talking. I don't even use any protection at all when I talk to them. What are they going to do to this old man? You know, what can they do to me? They have bigger fish to fry than to mess with me. Yeah, foul talk. Yeah, I know, and I missed it. I missed it. Good morning, Scott. I think it's Scott. Can't see good. Yeah, I believe they're all deceptive. You hear people. I've learned since I started getting on this internet, can so easily be swayed. I mean, you know, back years ago when that Jim Jones had that camp down in Guyana, and he mind, pardon the French, fucked every one of them people, and had them go up there, even little kids, and file up there and drink that grape Kool-Aid, and killed them all of them. How can you get that kind of control over people? Since I've been on here watching this on this internet, I have fucking watched people that have got control over people like that. People are so gullible, or they want to believe, or they're so bad, or they, you know, it's like they don't have no will of their own. I don't know, man. I just don't have faith in people like I used to. I just really don't. It just blows my mind. Just like talking to these entities, man. You get people that... I knew a girl, her name was Misty. I don't know if any of you have been in the paranormal for a while. This Misty, she was in Tennessee. And she used to talk to, you know, spirits with a ghost box and all that stuff. And she did a few things that was... kind of got underneath the... pissed a few people off in the paranormal world. You know, she was trying to sell CDs on eBay and different things. And she's selling supposedly haunted dolls and all this crap. Well, after Robin Williams died, she started talking to Robin Williams, according to her. And this girl got so involved in that, and this entity had her so in its grips, she actually believed she was having an affair with a dead man, Robin Williams. And I kept telling her, I says, Misty, it ain't real. It's bullshit. They're deceiving you. Oh no, yeah, you couldn't say nothing. Well, something happened, and come to find out, she found out it was true, and she come back and told me that yes, it was true. You were right. They were deceiving me. And then I've never heard from her again. She must have just quit doing it. People are so damn gullible. Just like people that follow that damn Huff. Think his word is the gospel, and his word is bullshit most of the time. You have to talk to a dead person within 48 hours. Who the hell says so? How about the people that are over in the UK that talk with entities that are from the 1500s? How can that happen if you got to talk to them within 48 hours? And now he started right in with that bullshit. You know, people hate people that talk to celebrities because it's disrespectful. The person just dies. You should leave them the hell alone. What about their family? Would their family like you doing that shit? And right away, here the last week or so, Huff went right back to it again. Had to talk with the two people that just died here recently. I can't even think of their names now, but you know what I'm talking about. And that's bullshit. The people that okay it, it's bullshit. If one of my relations died and I had some son of a bitch on here trying to contact them with it, I would not be happy. I would not be happy. Well, Mary, I disagree with you a little bit. I don't believe they're asleep. I believe they're in paradise. If you read the Bible about the Easter story, Christ rolled a rock back and they found him out of the tomb, and they mention right in the Bible how he went to paradise. And I believe when we die, we go to paradise if we're lucky enough. We ain't put to sleep. We go to paradise, or it's beautiful. I mean, but it's not heaven. After the second coming and the judgment day, that's when you either go to heaven or hell. But in the meantime, if you're a good person, you go to paradise. If you don't, you go to Tartarus. I mean, that's what I believe. That's what I've heard. And Tartarus is more or less like the same place as far as hell's concerned. It's not a good place to go. Maybe it's that void we hear about, and I don't know if there's suffering there, but not nice people go there. And I don't know, it's all what you want to believe. Just, paranormal and religion go hand in hand. And the more I do this shit, the more confused I get. Catholics believe one thing. Christians believe one thing. Hindus believe different thing. Muslims believe a different thing. And there's just no end to it, and you just can't understand them all. I mean, this shit just goes over my head. So I have come to the conclusion, this is my new conclusion, and that's why I'm talking to spirits again. I asked the Lord, I told him I would no longer talk to him. Well, now I've gone back on my word, so if I go to hell for it, I go to hell for it, I guess. But I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to do what I do. And when I die, the chips are going to fall as they may. I have no control over it. Nothing I'm going to do in my life is going to make a difference. I feel that when we die, we go before the Lord, or whoever we go before, we are judged by the person we were in the life we led, not anything else. So if you're a good person, you raised a family, you're a good father, and all that shit, that's good. But if you were a nasty ass damn crook, or a rapist, or killer or anything like that, then that's not going to bide well for you, But I believe that's just my new attitude. When you die, you got no control over where you go anyway, and there's nothing you can do here on earth that's going to make a difference as far as I'm concerned. You just have to wait for that fateful day and then take what you get. That's my new attitude. I'm done trying to understand it because I can't. It goes over my head. And you can't get any information from these spirits, which is why I started doing it in the first place. Because I'm an old man. I got one foot in the grave and I'm dragging the other one. I want to know what the hell's going to happen. I don't know any more now than I did 3 years ago. The only thing I know is that, yes, when we die, we continue. I don't know if we go to another dimension. I don't know what it is. We go to heaven or we go to wherever the hell we go. I don't know. But I know we do continue. And that's, the only thing I know from doing this crap for 3 or 4 years that I can count on, and I know for sure. Other than that, it's all a toss-up. Just a damn toss-up. Uh-oh. Time for me to take my crazy pills. Yeah, Billy, yeah. Oh, Billy made me sick a couple times just by talking to him. And I believe they got power, whether a demon or an evil spirit. If they want to mess with you, they can mess with you. And I believe they have the power to do that. And most people don't believe they do, but I believe they do. Because I was talking to him and that Billy, and I said he was right behind me. And when I did, he did speak to me, but he wasn't nice. He was very terribly not nice. And I think he made me sick because I got sick to my stomach, and I thought I was going to throw up for about 10 minutes, and then it passed. But I believe he did that to me. But that Billy was supposedly not a spirit. He was a jinn. And I don't know much about jinns other than there's good jinns and evil jinns, but I guess this guy was supposed to be an evil jinn, this Billy. And he said, Huff always used to talk to a Billy all the time. He'd always be talking to this Billy. And Huff was on a ghost hunt with a couple other guys that are in the paranormal community, and they were in Tucson or somewhere, and they were in a hotel room, and he had this box going, and Huff got attacked and made sick and had to go to the bathroom and throw up, and it was that same damn Billy. So when I hear Billy now, I turn the radio off, or I go the other direction. I ignore him. Don't talk to him. So if you hear Billy, watch your ass. Pardon the French. Oakland County. Port Huron. Damn, everybody's in Michigan. I'm in Jackson County. Oh, I don't really have one. I just stick something different up there every now and then. Check cover, that is. Thank you. Well, Maria, I'm over, Marie? Or is it Maria? I can't see. Marie. I'm over on a dead-end street right next to the Northside Takeout on Cooper, if you know where that's at. Right by 94. I bought a brand new house down here back in 73. I bought this house brand new. Got married in 68, bought a brand new house in 73. That was pretty good. Went in debt for the rest of my life. I'll give you some data that'll crack you up. You know, we all know how expensive houses are nowadays, how much cars cost. I bought this it's a 3-bedroom ranch, 1 bath, and I don't know how many square feet it was, 1,000, 1,200, I don't know, can't remember, but we've added on to it since then. But I paid $18,950 for this house, brand new, in 73, and now you can barely buy a car for that. Okay. Alpena, what lake is that? That's not, is that near Lake Superior or Lake Michigan? Lake Superior is up above, isn't it? See, Lake Michigan's on the left. What was that on the right? Lake Ontario? I don't know. But I've been up to Lake Superior a few times, and I'll tell you what, this time of year it's not nice. It's not fun to be around Lake Superior. That cold wind comes off that lake. Oh my goodness. We went up there and there were snowflakes in the air. And we was out there on the beach picking up all the beautifully smooth, round rocks, you know. And man, that cold wind will just cut through you like a knife. We went up there to a lighthouse. It's got a museum in it. It's got parts of the Edmund Fitzgerald, of course, if anybody knows the Edmund Fitzgerald. There's a lifeboat of it there, and there's parts off it and stuff. Lake Huron, it's already snowing. Oh, I don't want to hear that. It's 66 degrees here right now. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Well, I'm afraid those of you that are in Michigan, it ain't far off, that snow. If you got anything left you want to do during the summer, you better get it done. You know, we usually have a barbecue, a big family barbecue, you know, to end up the summer, but we didn't have one this year. I kept telling them about it, but nobody seemed interested, so. You know, all my kids are grown, families of their own. You know, I think my oldest daughter, she's in her 40s. And, you know, they're just not, they have their own lives to live, you know. And, you know, they don't come see Dad very often, not often enough for me, you know, but I just realized, you know, they have lives of their own. They have families of their own. They have, you know, they only have a limited amount of time to do anything, and for me to make them come and see Dad all the time, you know, it's not right. So I just know, you know, it's part of being a parent, I guess. You have to let them go, and of course I've let them go a long time ago, but you still don't like them to be too distant for too long, you know. Luckily none of my kids have moved away or live in other states. They all live right here. Well, one of them lives about 18 miles away. That's the longest distance, but they just don't find time to come see Dad and Mom too often. My one daughter, she's always busy and busy, and I only see her about 3 times a year: Father's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Oh, cool. Make videos with your drone, huh? Oh, they know. Oh, see, I already forgot. Oh, I won't die if I don't take them. I've taken these for so long. I could skip a week probably before anything I would notice anything. Okay, I'm going to take my meds. Continue, guys. Continue. Thanks for reminding me. I would have remembered sooner or later. Big scary eye. I don't know what you're talking about, Art. My eyes do look bad. I got big dark circles around my eyes. I always have had. People say that's because your cholesterol is high, but they check my blood all the time, and if I had high cholesterol, I'm sure I'd be taking pills for that too, and I'm not. But I do look like a raccoon. That's why when I bought these glasses, I bought rose tinted ones, so cover up my eyes didn't look so bad. I can't get glasses no more because my eyes are so bad. They can't prescribe anything for me. So I got cataracts. So I have to go to the eye doctor and have him remove my lenses and replace them with some new ones. My wife has had it done. I haven't. I just get out a big magnifying glass, and so I guess I really don't need to see anything anyway. Only times like this when I need to read something, I'm at a disadvantage. This is something more you got to live with. Old age is a bitch, and then you die. Pardon my French. Okay, Leslie, no problem. You're on the side listening, that's good. Am I cold? Oh, because of my stocking hat I got on? I'm not really cold, but sometimes my head gets cold. It's a hair thing, Art. If you don't have any hair, all your heat goes out your head. So sometimes I get cold, you know. I wear this thing at night when I go to bed sometimes to keep things in. But I don't have to wear it. I just want to show you people my bald head. But I got my other hat here nearby in case that one got hot. Oop, it got hot. Now I just knocked my camera off on the floor. So I'll have to get that back here in a second. Time I touch. Oh, now I dropped my hat. Oh man. Something's against me. Push my camera back now. There it comes up the chair. Oh, now it's probably caught on something. For my luck. No, okay. I didn't break it, it's still working. Alright. Looking down at the floor. Okay. Got a rubber hat on now. I'll see if I can get my headphones down over top of that. Got my mic. Hello, 1, 2. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I see Art. I see you on here, Art. Welcome, buddy. Now I got my glasses all screwed up. I got my eyeglass cleaner. I guess I better clean them. And now I'm sort of seeing better with them off. I'm sort of at a disadvantage here. I can't sub anybody or anything, or go to your your page or nothing when I'm streaming like this. So if you're not subbed to me, sub me and I'll sub you back. Because I don't know what the name of your pages are. Hard for me to find them, and some of you I have as friends on my Facebook, but not too many of you. I try to keep my Facebook sort of private, because nowadays they got so many of them damn ads on the Facebook. That's all I see is ads, and it's getting so, Facebook's getting so bad you can't let stuff scroll by and actually look for somebody you know on there. So you have to actually go to their Facebook page and then see what they have posted that way, because it used to be I would just sit there and just my family and stuff would scroll by and I'd see them as soon as they put something up, but you can't do that anymore. Now I guess damn ads for this and ads for that, and just no end to it. Facebook's getting bad. YouTube is throwing flagging everybody's videos because they're not family orientated. Oh, I fixed them. I turned off their monetization. Told them to stick where the sun don't shine. I completely did away with Google Plus as best I could. I don't have no links to it on my YouTube page no more. Took all that crap off there. I got a link to my Twitter. I got a link to Pinterest, my Facebook page, and PayPal for donations. If anybody wanted to do that, I don't know. I put all the things up there I could. I'm not active on Pinterest or wherever it is. I got a few photos on there, and I don't have an Instagram link up there, but I don't pay too much to that Instagram either. I think that's mainly pictures, and I don't put many of them up on there. I don't want to continually put pictures up there of me. I mean, I don't get out and take photographs because I don't get out. So some of that stuff's just not, actually orientated for the old man here. I'm getting glare. Yeah, well, now you can't see me at all. Well, you don't have to see me anyway, really. That gets rid of a lot of the glare. I don't know if I really have any spirits here at all. I don't think I have any here that's been brought in by me doing sessions. I have been thinking about it, whenever I do EVP sessions here at my house, I get the same two spirits all the time. And they tell me that they're, tell me they're in hell and all this shit, trying to scare me or something, probably, I think. They always tell me they're in hell and all this crap, and I thought they were attached to me, because at the time, I can't get rid of them. I still can't get rid of them. If I do EVP in this house, they're there. Well, I don't think I have any attachments on me. I think they're attached to the land, because this is a new house that was built in '73. But there was older houses. What happened is this is a dead end street, and they were rundown houses on the edge of town, and some developer come in here and bought them all, almost bought like the whole damn block, and they knocked all them old houses down. And they built new houses all along the street on each side. And I'm sure my house is probably sitting somewhere where an old house had been before. And I kind of believe that these spirits that I got in my house, if there is two of them, that I always get on EVP, I believe they're attached to the land, not to me. I do have little small things happen around here every now and then. I mean, you guys all know. I've told about them. I find my damn door open and everything, I don't know, but I think if I do have a couple here, it's because they're attached to the land, because they don't seem to go anywhere. They're always here, and I'm sure I'm not that damn interesting. Oh, Scott's gonna leave us. I'll sub you too, Scott. Just sub me. If you have already, I'll sub you back. Because like I say, I can't do it here now when I'm on here like this. But it's easier for me that way. Or send me an email. My email message is underneath my videos nowadays. It's mosesthegreatwhite@gmail.com. And just give me your a link to your site or whatever, and I'll sub you. I have two mail accounts, and that's my everyday account I use for everything. So it's mosesthegreatwhite @gmail.com. And people think by that name, Moses the Great White, they think that that's a racial thing. And I have to explain to people sometimes, it's not a racial thing. It's about my damn beard, the Great White. And I'm definitely great because I'm so big and my beard is white. But sometimes people take that wrong. So. Have a great day, Scott. Safe journey home. Yeah, I could. And there's money to be made doing that too. Them Santa Claus people that work in them stores, they make pretty good money. But there's also, there's professional Santa Clauses, and with a union and everything. Of course, I don't think they're around Michigan, but you'd have to have a lot of patience to have all them kids sitting on your lap, peeing on you, and having temper tantrums and screaming and yelling in your ear. I don't think I could handle it. I try to be patient, but at times I'll lose it. Not a job for me. If I was younger and in good health, I could consider doing it. Oh, Marie, I'm gonna put up my my best Santa Claus picture for you. Let me go get it. I'm going to put up my best Santa Claus picture for you. Just hang on. Oh, shoot. Let me find my best Santa Claus picture for you. I got it in this group here. Yeah. Open. There you go. My best Santa Claus picture. See, I'm making this shit all about me again. But I think most Santa Clauses you find in a store, they don't have real beards to start with. They just got that damn piece of cotton tied on, glued onto their face. But that's my best Santa Claus picture. My beard was magnificent when I took that, but it ain't that good anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sympathetic to most everything. I like to think everybody should have a chance or a second chance, or you know. And then sometimes I just think it's none of my damn business. I'm not sticking my nose in, you know. So it's their business. Just let it go. But sometimes that's hard to do too. Undebunkable Santa is real, huh? Oh, hello there, Steve. Morning. Thinking about buying me one of the big velvet wizard hats for Halloween. Steve-O. How did you... Do people actually call you Steve-O, or just you're the one that added the O? The reason I'm asking is because my daughter, my youngest daughter, her name is Raquel. We named her after Raquel Welch. If you don't know who she is, you should Google it. Anyway, we named her after Raquel Welch. We call her Raquel. Other people call her Rachel, but we call her Raquel. That's what we named her after, like Raquel Welch. And we've always nicknamed her Rock. We call her Rock, R-O-C-K. So I always tell her she's a rock star. That's Rock. That's my Rock, you know. And she calls me Daddy-O. She calls me, hey, Daddy-O. She always calls me Daddy-O. Are you leaving us, Mary, to put your dogs out? Oh, you'll be right back. Okay. Come on back, Mary. Yeah, it's early. It's 7:30 here. I've been up since about 3 o'clock because I slept a long time yesterday during the day, and then I slept pretty good last night. And I woke up at 3 o'clock to take a whiz. You know what a whiz is? I did that, and I started messing around here and started trying to make a video I was going to put up, and uh, farted around, and I farted around so long it's too late to go back to bed again. So I just stayed up, and I said, "Oh hell, I'm up. I might as well just stream." So I turned the stream on. I had sleep paralysis one time, and I can't remember nothing about it, but I had it one time. I know for a fact I had it one time. But I have had dreams back when I thought I had a attachment, and maybe I think these two entities I'm telling you about, told about, that I always get them when I do EVPs, that I think might be attached to the property. I thought they was attached to me at one time, and they tell me they're evil. They tell me they're in hell and all this stuff. That's what they tell me. And anyway, one time I had a dream, and it was a bad dream. I mean, it's wanted me to kill my family and all this and that, and bloody nasty dream. But I only had one of them one time. So I don't know, when you mess with these paranormal, you open yourself up to all kinds of crap that most people wouldn't enjoy. I enjoy an adventure, and a lot of times this paranormal stuff will give you an adventure. Sometimes, whether you like it or not, it'll give you an adventure. You got a spirit messing with you, Steve-O? I believe if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, you know. You know what I would tell people that's going to start doing this and never did it before? Buy a big thing of sage. Buy a big container of sea salt. Put the sea salt in all four corners of your room. Put some sea salt along the edge of your windows and your door. And that pretty much gives you protection, like in your room, like in this room. If I do that, I feel I'm protected in this room. And then if I get anything in here going on, of course you can sage, you know, do the sage. But I think you just got to confront them and just say, look, get the hell out of here. Go away. Don't come back. You're not wanted. You're not welcome. This is my house. Get the hell out of it. You know? I have been mean to them before. You know? I've never really provoked them, but man, I've sure given them hell before. And pretty much so when I do sessions now, you know, they know not to mess with me. Because I'm not going to take their shit. I'm not going to be deceived. And they can't affect me like they want to. So they don't, you know. But they can still call me bad names and stuff. But ain't nothing I ain't never heard before, you know. If anybody, in the years I've lived, I've been called everything but a white man. And, I mean, you know, nothing they can say is going to be new to me. So they're just basically wasting their breath, even though they don't have any, to tell me it, you know. So, but I still do get it once in a while, you know, bad talking and stuff. But I don't think this is due to me. I just think it's due to the bitterness that they carry with them. Because a lot of these spirits, the low-level spirits, they're bitter. They're mad. They're not happy because they're not in heaven or paradise or whatever you want to call it, or wherever we go. the other dimension, the other side. They're not where they want to be, and apparently, you know, I feel either God rejected them, they stayed behind because they were chicken shits to walk into the light, or they're in their predicament because of their own doing, and now they want out. They don't like it, and they want out. Save us, please save us. Oh, blah blah blah. You don't hear them say, "Please Jesus save me," or "Please God save me." You don't hear them saying that. If they did, maybe they wouldn't be in their predicament no more. You know, they always, you know how when I talk to spirits, they always tell me I'm faithful. I'm faithful. I am faithful, and I believe you have to be faithful. I believe love is the answer to everything. Positivity and love. And if you you have evil thoughts, you're going to get evil spirits. I don't have evil thoughts, but I still get them. But I don't know. I just think. I think people can better spend their time than doing this shit. But what will be will be, and it's not up to me to tell people what to do. But I just think if I had to do all over again, I probably wouldn't do it. I don't regret doing it. I'm still doing it, but I don't know. Just don't know. I was working in a damn sweatshop. Well, not actually a sweatshop. I worked in an automotive factory for 29 years. I was a machinist. Started out running regular machines, and then by the end of my 29 years there, everything was computerized. I ran a CNC lathe, if you know what that is. A lot of different things. I worked on lines, assembly lines. I used to throw 20-pound brake drums around all day. Actually, I think that's what messed my back up. It was oh crap! You put the brake drum in there, and this big head come down, and it finished the inside circumference of the brake drum, honed it. It honed the brake drum. Big old oil coming down, that big old head comes down, rotated up and down inside that brake drum, and it honed the inner surface of the brake drum where your brake pad's right against. And I used to throw those big semi heavy duty truck brake drums around all day, and that pretty much did my ass in. So I was a machinist in an automotive factory. That's what I did for 29 years. I wasn't a soda jerk. I worked hard for 29 years. Ooh, Marie, please. That's pretty damn scary. Well, the factory I worked at was a parts supplier. It didn't belong to Ford or any of the big three, but we made parts for just about all of them. Oh, do what I did earlier, Marie. If that happens only in your bedroom, you get that hag coming around. Buy sea salt. Sea salt. You know what sea salt is? That big coarse sea salt. It has to be sea salt. And just put a pinch of it in all four corners of the room. And if you have a window in there, I mean, put a little bit of it along the windowsill. If you don't have windows in your bedroom, then just put a little bit along the door too, along the threshold, to keep the spirits out. That sea salt. And then you can sage them. If you don't know about that, you go. I don't know if around here, around town, if they have it here anywhere or not. They may have, but it may be someplace that has it. Or you can grow it in your garden. You want white sage or sweetgrass or both, and it comes bundled up. I mean, I bought mine on the internet, and you just light it on fire and then blow it out, and the smoke is sort of like an incense. You just go around your room, and you can say the Lord's Prayer while you're doing it. You take control of your home. You tell them, get out. Whatever spirit's here, you're not welcome. Leave, and put your sage all around the room, and do it. Open all your drawers and your closets and everything, so the smoke gets everywhere in your room. There's no place for them to hide. And just do that, and it should make a big difference. Maybe you might even get rid of them. You have to take control of your house. It's your house now, not theirs. And you have to let them know, and you can pretty much, and if you have windows when you're doing that saging, you should have the windows open so they can have a better place to exit. But you can probably get rid of it or else calm it down, and it may only work for a month or two. You won't notice anything. And then if you start noticing coming back in, you just do it again. You can also use sweetgrass. My mother-in-law used to grow sweetgrass in her garden. She used to have a little patch of sweetgrass, and it's sort of a yellow tinge. It's a long grass, and she used to grow that because she used to cut it, pull up a bunch of it, wash it, and then you put boiling water on it. You make tea. You make tea out of it. Sweetgrass tea she used to drink. But you can get sweetgrass. That works too. They say you're supposed to use a shell. You know what I can't think of what shell it is, but and then you're supposed to use an eagle's feather, because basically that saging was an Indian thing, American Indian thing, to remove spirits. But it works. It works. They don't like to smell that sage or something because it's like an incense. Don't smell bad. I even saged my radios before, because I had a couple of radios where I got nothing really bad stuff on, and I saged the damn radios even. And I've saged me before. You can read it. You can just Google it and look it up on the internet, and you'll find all kinds of articles about it, how to do it, information on it, all that stuff. Okay, Steve-O. Have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you next time. Toodaloo. Okay, Steve-O, take it easy, man. I do have a video I'm going to put up today, but most of you ain't going to like it. It's about shortwave. That new radio I got, I've been messing around with it, and I sort of pulled the video in, and then I talked about it like I'm doing now, like in this type of video situation with it running. I'd pause it and I'd tell you about what was going on and all that. And I made it this morning, and the audio was terrible because I didn't have a mic that was working. And now that I have this mic working, I can do the same thing again when I use this mic and be able to hear me over the radio. Before, all you could hear was the radio, couldn't hear me talking because my mic is so far away over there. And making videos over here, I had to come up with another mic, and this mic on this headset's working good. I don't even have the headset turned on. I ain't listening to the headphones. They're turned off. How many we got left in here? I think I'm going to hang here about another 15 minutes, and I'm going to shut it down. You can also, if you want to do it the Christian way, you can say Archangel Michael's prayer. You can find that anywhere on the internet if you don't know what it is or stuff. You can find that. That's supposed to banish evil pretty well. Have you ever done any EVPs in your house, Marie? Or apparently you don't have a ghost box. You're apparently watching me and other people to learn. So apparently you probably don't have a ghost box, but you could have a digital recorder. Have you ever tried an EVP? Tried to see if they would talk to you? Find out who they are and what they want? Or have you ever went down to Jackson County and library and try to find that information on your house or the land it's sitting on? You can search through the archives and stuff. You might find there was a murder in your house, or how many people died in your house. You can look for newspaper articles and different things. You know, you can research it, and you might find information that will ring a bell or something. Or if you get you can just use your phone. You know, turn the recorder on in your phone and just ask questions, and then have a pause, you know, for maybe 15 to 20 seconds, and ask your next question, and do that and save it, and you go back and listen and see if you got any replies. You don't even need to buy a DVD recorder. You can just use your phone. All phones nowadays have recorders in them, and they work just fine for EVPs. Doing an EVP, if you've already got activity, I don't believe would make it any worse. You're just basically trying to get the activity to respond to you, and so you can find out just what the hell it is they want. You know, you may ask them their name. You may ask them, was this your house? You may get an evil voice come back and says, get out, get out. I mean, you never know, you know. If you got an evil old hag that you wake up and she's in your face, she probably doesn't, don't like you because you're in her house, or you remodeled it, or you did something she didn't like. Now she's out to get you. Because spirits don't just single out people and try and get in their face for no reason. They most always have a reason, and either you did something to piss her off, or she's just been there. And when you moved in there, I mean, she was part of your purchase you didn't know about. Oh, Abbey Villa, you're not play. Oh yeah. So I guess you can't. Seems like you're not in a house. You can't research that. I would say the best thing for you, Maria, is to, if you can do it, if your health will let you do it, is to get some sea salt, like I said, put it in all four corners of the room, and if you're in there, if you got windows, put it along the windowsills, put it along your door that enters your apartment, and you can also put mirrors in your window. Have the mirrors facing out, not in, but facing out, and you can get them little mirrors that have suction cups and put on your windows. Put them on your windows with the mirrors facing out. They say that's protection. That spirits won't enter through the window if they see themselves in the mirror. I mean, there's all kinds of crap, you can do. And the sage and the salt will probably do it. Will probably, And I'll tell you something else I've thought that's really crazy to all you people that are on here. If you think that there's a entity in the room with you or attacking you, if you're Catholic, or if you're not a Catholic, maybe you can get a Catholic to get you some, or get a priest to bless some water for you. But you get some holy water, and if you're plagued with an entity, you get it on these spray bottles and put it in a spray bottle, or a squirt gun even. And if you're having trouble with something and you think it's right by you or near you or whatever, if you could reach that thing and spray them, I mean, just like you say, you see that face in your face. If you was just to wake up and grab that thing and spray it around, I mean, if you was lucky enough to get some in their vicinity, that would be a big positive thing. I often thought about people should always have a spray bottle full of holy water set next to their bedstand. Well, if you got small kids there too, I would do the same thing in their rooms with the salt and the sage. Have they ever said anything about being scared or encountered anything like you are encountering? I mean, if they got boogeyman in the closet or anything like that, if they do, I would be doing some heavy salt and then saging in all their rooms too. If worst comes to worst, if you go to church and you know your reverend or your priest or whatever, you might be able to have him come do a blessing on the place. You go in every room and you bless every room and entryway, and put holy oil across above the doors. You can do a lot if it gets bad enough to deal with it. Like you said, being in that apartment complex like that, it's probably somebody that lived there before you is the reason that's there, or maybe an apartment next to yours or something bad happened, and maybe the entity wanders into your space too. It's hard to tell, I'm sorry to hear you're having trouble. PSB7. Well, then you must have done ghost box sessions then. I guess some people are more unlucky than others, because like I said, I've been doing this crap for 3 or 4 years, and I really had nothing bad like that. Nothing get in my face or nothing like that. But if you let them know you're scared, Marie, they'll take advantage of it. They'll work on you. I mean, they probably think it's fun, They can scare somebody. They just know that it don't work on me, so they don't try. If you could wake up and that old hag's in your face and just start laughing at her, say, if that's the best you can do, go away, don't come back. They know you're not afraid of them, they won't waste their time. Oh, you can't hear anything from the PSB7? Have you tried? You just don't have a good ear for listening to spirits, apparently. You should run at about 150 milliseconds, or 200, 150, 200. And there's a knack to listening. You have to, and especially with that PBS7, because it makes so much noise, it makes it hard. But you should be able to understand them. You have to, it takes practice. It takes practice. Oh, I'm gonna get off here in about 6 minutes. I've been in here a long time. So I'm gonna let my coffee go cold again. No, it's too soft. Can't hear anything from it. No, it's too soft. I don't get what you're saying. Are you on AM or FM? You should be on FM to start with. And you got a volume control on it. If there's not enough volume, it's probably because of the speaker. The speaker inside that damn PBS7 is about the size of a nickel. And the one I had, I blew the speaker out of it completely. It didn't even work anymore. I mean, a speaker that's in that thing is just pathetic. So there is a place to hook up an external speaker, and you should have an external speaker on it, and it should be fine. I mean, amplified speaker, I have one here I'd give you if you could get somebody over here to my house I'd give it to you. I got a pair of them. It's a good little speaker. You plug it in your computer to charge it up. It's got 2 speakers in it and a woofer. And it's just a little thing, and it's got great sound from it. You just plug it into your external speaker jack, your headphone jack, and turn it on, turn it up. You get volume, it'll fill the room. I've got much stuff here I don't use no more. Well, there you go. If you get over here to my house, I come to the door, I'll give you one. I even got a big ghost box I'll give you. It's a Radio Shack hack. It's a big travel radio. It's a Radio Shack 12-150, and it will scan up or scan down, and it got a big, like 4 or 6 inch speaker in it. I'll give it to you free of charge. I got so many ghost boxes around here and I don't use them. They just sit around collecting dust. I'd rather you have it than just sit over there and collecting dust. And I got a speaker for you for that PBS 7, so I'll fix you right up. All I gotta do is come over here in my street and knock on the side door and I'll give it to you. I said 216 Frost. I already told you Cooper Street. You know where Northside Takeout is. It's a dead end street, runs right along the side of Northside Takeout, Frost Street. It's down almost 3/4 of the way on the street. The house faces the north. It's like a blue grayish house. 216 Frost. You just let me know when you're coming, and I gotta get that radio out, and I'll give you the radio. And you plug it right in the wall. You don't need no batteries or nothing. And I'll give it to you. I'll come to the door and hand you that stuff. I don't know if I got a cord for the little speaker there for your PBS 7 to charge it with. It's a mini USB to a normal USB. That's what you need, not the new tiny little mini like in the phones, but the next size up, the little bit larger one. I think it's a mini. I ain't sure. I may have one. I may have one around here. Cord for it. Yep, it's like on the ground in the morning. 216. It's possible, Marie. What Baran says, you never know. Doing this shit is a crapshoot. You know, you're opening doors and you don't know what might come through. But the best thing to do is say a prayer when you open. You turn your radio on. You're opening the door. Say a prayer before that. A prayer of protection. They're all over the internet too. You just find them. And then when you're done talking on your radio, before you turn it off, you say another prayer of protection, a closing prayer, and them are on all over the internet. And you should tell them any spirit entity or otherworldly force that came through by me opening this door, you're hereby commanded to leave. You're not welcome, and you can't stay. And then you shut your radio off. You have to take control of the situation. Some people open circles of communication with candles, and they use a Ouija board. You know, they sit inside the circle of candles, and when they're done, you blow the candles out to close the circle. So, you know, a lot of stuff you can do. Oh! I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. There you go, Marie. Write it down quickly because I'm going to remove it. Let me know when you got the number and I'm going to remove it. Did you get that yet, Marie? Well, I'm going to hope you did because I'm removing it. Mortis is scary to me. I ain't figured that guy out. I guess he don't like me no more. He came here once and said something to me here on one of these live streams. He did something he didn't like or something. I don't know. I don't trust people that don't show their face. I don't trust people that wear masks. What are they hiding? You know? What the hell are they hiding? I don't trust people like that. Period. Why so mysterious, you know? Yeah, Mary, I don't know, man. The wizard puts up some strange shit, man. And he tells how his friend is Ian, and Ian was a fallen angel. He's a demon, but he's a good demon. I don't know how there could be a good demon. If you're a fallen angel, you sure as hell ain't good, but he thinks he is. I've never talked to him, but I know people have do this stuff have. But I don't know. Not everybody is for everybody, you know. We all got opinions, and some people like people, and other people just dislike people, and that's life. Well, okay, guys, it's after 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get the hell out of here and do something else. I'm getting tired of doing this. I'm getting bored. Well, not bored, but I'm getting tired of doing that. I gotta do something else. I gotta go back making that video I tried making this morning and I screwed up and had to delete, and I gotta start over. So I'm gonna try and get a video up today, but it's gonna, well, this one will be up, of course, but I'm gonna try and put one up about my shortwave listening, and it won't appeal to everybody, but yeah, it's a video. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody that's still on the channel or on the chat. Thank you very much for coming. If I didn't tell you goodbye, I meant to. I appreciate you all showing up. Appreciate all your input. What more can I say? You guys are the ones that make the chat successful and fun, and and put out all the information to one another. That's what it's all about. That's why I have these chats. For you guys to be able to talk with one another and stuff like that. So thank you. Oh, Ghost Queen Heather, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving. You're too late. You're too late, girl. Get you guys later. Thanks, Ghost Queen. Maybe you've been eavesdropping. I don't know, but thanks for showing up. Anyway, and Baran, thank you for showing up. Marie, Mary, uh, whoever else is left that I missed. Catch you guys later. Lastly, thank you for showing up. Ah, yes, the armor of God. I have a hat over there hanging on the wall. It's got the armor of God on the hat. I can't remember what the verse, or the verse in the Bible is about the armor of God, but it's in there. And I wear a ring with the Lord's Prayer on it, and the other one is the armor of God prayer that's here on my thumb. So yeah, catch you guys later. I'm leaving this time for real. Toodaloo. Thank you so much. I'm gone. Toodaloo.